Recently, Apple's CEO put the music industry back in the hot seat. He called on the major music labels to put an end to DRM, digital rights management, essentially allowing people who download their music from various sites to be able to play that music on whatever device they want to. Well, the music industry has a bit of an image problem. It's slow to respond to new technology and quick to punish the very consumer it hopes will buy its product. So what should the industry do? Well, if you ask a suit like Minna Zetlin, you'll get one view, and geeks like Bill Flegging, well, they may have another one. It is your classic suit versus geek debate. Together, this pair wrote The Geek Gap, Why Business and Technology Professionals Don't Understand Each Other and Why They Need Each Other to Survive. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
And you don't mind me calling you the suit and the geek, right?
No.
Because you named yourselves these
That's what we are. I'm wearing the prerequisite here, so yes.
So let me start with the geek point of view on the music industry. I mean, you heard what I said there. Boy, it seems like they're quick to punish the people that want to buy their music.
Right. They are a little too over the top. I don't think, in many ways, geeks and suits aren't that far apart. We all agree that copyright is a good thing to have. And that the creators of any kind of product need to be protected. But if you go over the top and you start suing old grandmothers or dead people, as the RIAA seems to have done, it doesn't make any sense anymore, and they pretty much cede the high ground.
Okay, so let's get the suit point of view on this, because it is a business and they're trying to protect their business interests, right?
It is a business. They're trying to protect their business interests, and some people believe that what they call sharing of files should be free and should be available to everyone. The music industry calls this piracy, which some geeks think is over the top. But the fact of the matter is, if you're sharing material over a site that is paid for by advertising or membership, then somebody's buying it and it's in effect being stolen. But the industry needs a new model, a new business model to manage the sharing of these things rather than suing people, which probably, as you say, just makes them look like they're ceding the high ground. So I think Steve Jobs' proposal as a step towards that is kind of interesting. Okay,
so essentially you're saying they're not doing the best job they could be doing as an industry, as a business. There's a better way to do business.
As a business, there's a better way to do business, and part of this does have to do with business people sometimes fearing new technology or fearing the effect of new technology as it comes into their business. One of the things that we mentioned is that when video came out, video recording, the movie industry was very frightened of that because they thought it would be very bad for them. And in fact, it hasn't really been. It was a different way of sharing information, a different way of doing things.
Excellent point, because we're now seeing DVD sales really starting to be the driver in that industry. So, okay, let's talk about common ground here, because you say right here in the book they need each other to survive. So how are the suits and the geeks going to solve this mystery?
Well, they need to. The record industry in particular, the RIAA is representing companies, so it's probably a very good thing that the individual companies aren't actually doing the lawsuits, because it would pretty much really hurt their business very badly. The RIAA is representing them in this. But the fact is, it's old business. Digital rights management is not a good way to approach it. You're not selling a thing for a price anymore, because
it's a restriction, is what that is.
It's a restriction, and digital properties. Once you download, you have exactly the same thing again. So it gets very complicated. They need to approach it from a completely different viewpoint. Possibly, instead of selling song by song, selling a membership or something like that to a website, and then they can listen to all the music that's on that website, and that way they could get some kind of a payment for that.
The solution is really to, instead of going head to head, and this is true of all geek suit conflicts, of which there are many, 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 and many of which we describe in our book, is to look for a path that's in the center that says not you're right and I'm wrong, but how can we work together to achieve something that seems reasonable and fair to both of us. And this issue is one that really cries out for that kind of solution.
Absolutely. We'd like to see that cooperation. Have the suits better understand the geeks, have the geeks better educate the suits. Absolutely. There we go. All right. Well, the book is The Geek Gap, Why Business and Technology Professionals Don't Understand Each Other and Why They Need Each Other to Survive. Thank you both for joining me.
Thanks so much.
And I'll be right back.
There's more Money Matters today coming your way. At work, it's the tame versus the tyrants. Find out how to create a jerk-free workplace and how to survive if you can't. You're watching Money Matters Today with Mary Caraccioli on CN8, the Comcast network.